Hey everyone! Just because you don't know how to do something, it doesn't mean that you don't do it. Unless it's not that important to you, then who cares? It happens to me too. But if it's something that's important to you, good God, the whole reason that that thing is there, or that pain exists, or that struggle is giving you such a hard time, is because that is life giving those things to you, for you, to give you a chance to be able to get the skills and the emotional endurance and the whatever else it is that you're going to need to be able to get what you want. So now all of a sudden your perspective is, things no longer happen to me. Everything that happens to me happens for me. Good, bad, it's all good now, because all of it is there to be used as a point of leverage. None of it, these circumstances, stuff you have no control over, none of it asks you to like it or to not like it. It's just asking you to use it as a point of leverage to get what you need, the skills and so on, the emotional strength to get what you want and solve those problems. So I'm on a mountaintop right now, and I thought this would be a perfect place to shoot this video and draw this analogy. So here's one enormous difference between people who achieve their dreams and people who don't. People who stay stuck in the same struggles and the same really intense life pains year after year, and those who move past that and make some major breakthroughs. Those who solve problems and those who don't solve problems. Those who inspire, those who don't inspire. And so on and so forth. Okay, so the people that do those positive things and all of those contrasting examples, they always get started. That's the first thing. And a lot of times, we don't even know how we're going to do it. We get started and we figure it out along the way. There's nothing to figure out if you don't get started. As a general statement, that is absolutely true. And even if you do put together an action plan that is so detailed that you have outlined every step, odds are the actual path you take is going to look nothing like that, because you're going to get feedback from different whatever, and you're going to have to alter course and be adaptable. Adaptation is the number one skill to survivability, and also it's how you thrive too, for that matter. Otherwise, you might find success if you're just throwing darts, and it might stick for 5 seconds, and then circumstances change beyond your control, and because you're not changing and you're not adaptable, you go back down again. So that's a huge thing, is being adaptable and getting started. Successful people don't know how they're going to get to wherever it is that they want to go. People that typically aren't too successful, not achieving their dreams, and kind of stuck in the same pains and struggles year after year, they're looking at what they want, but they don't know how to get it, so they don't get started. And that is how you're just going to stay stuck and so frustrated, and it's totally needless. So I'm hoping just watching this video is going to help you with that and make a major breakthrough for you, so that you start looking at what you want and realizing that, hey, it's okay, I don't know how to get there, but I got to get started so that I can at least get the feedback that I'm going to need to figure it out and construct a way that works. Because if you don't get started, you're not going to get the feedback that you need, because you haven't gotten started. So there is no feedback, and you'll never figure it out, and you'll stay stuck. Man, that is so huge. That is wisdom, in my opinion, that you cannot put a price on. It's worth more than its weight in gold. It really, truly is. So back to this analogy right now with this mountain that I'm on. I'm on Mount Charleston outside of Nevada, a desert mountain with snow on it. Isn't that interesting? It's November 2nd. So that's the time of year. Going up this mountain, I'd never been up it before. I had no idea the path I was going to take to get up. In fact, I'm not on an official path. I got off the beaten path by a lot. And a lot of this climb I did on my hands and knees. And you know what? There's a lot of points where it's like, I have to make a decision. I'm going to go this way or that way. And there's a couple points where I actually had to turn around and backtrack just a little bit and then go back up again. I didn't quit when I had to backtrack. I didn't quit when it got tough. I didn't quit when my breathing got heavy. If I had to take little resting breaks or whatever, I did. And I figured it out. I got to the top. I made it. It's pretty awesome. I earned my view, and it feels good. And I know a lot of us tackle things this way, but when it comes to really important things like, money and time and all of the problems that stem from not having enough time or enough money or not having control of our time, a lot of times, we quit on stuff. There's a lot of things that we do that aren't nearly as important that, okay, it's cool, we'll figure out a way, we'll construct a way. But a lot of things, I see it with a lot of people, something that's just so incredibly important. when things get tough, they either, they quit if they got started, but a lot of times people don't even get started because they don't see how it's going to happen. When you learned how to drive a car, you didn't know how. You made mistakes. Maybe some of you got into a fender bender along the way, but you figured it out. Same thing with your job. You didn't know what you were doing at first, unless it's, pushing shopping carts in a grocery store. It's not too much figuring out there. But if it's a skilled job, a trade or something, you didn't know what you were doing. You figured it out. You went through a process, right? And it wasn't all linear uphill. There were some setbacks, and you didn't quit. You did it. So you've already proven to yourself that you can. So whatever it is that is paining you and struggling you, and you're not getting started, I'm telling you, procrastination is the cornerstone of all poverties. Get started. Just have a plan to start, and that's enough. Because once you get started, things are going to start happening. You will get the feedback that you need to make, the path up as you go, to construct a way, to figure it out. So there you have it. And I'm going to segue that message into, if you'd like some help with that, I do a 30 days to profit training sequence where a lot of that, coming to a financial profit within 30 days, there's some figuring out, there's some constructing. And I'll tell you what, when I started taking on mentors and learning from other people who've been there, done that in the real world, not a college professor, but someone who has been there, done that for real, and has been enormously successful and has helped other people accomplish that as well, it's like the shortcut. I know they say there's no such thing as shortcuts, but in one sense, yeah, it's true. But in another sense, the shortcut is finding people with a track record of helping people get what they want really quickly. So that's the shortcut in my opinion, and the 30 days to profit could be that shortcut for you. I've got a video that tells all about it, and if you want to see it, I'll send it to you. Just privately message me asking for it, and I'll send it on over to you. If it ends up being something that makes no sense, or it looks stupid to you, or you just don't want to do it for whatever reason, at least you're on a pathway to finding something that is going to work for you. Because if you don't have the vehicle to get what you want, and you don't have that shortcut lined up for you, I think if you don't take on a mentor or something like that, a mentor for sure, who's been there, done that, and has a track record, then you're going to spend probably years and years and years of extra time achieving whatever it is that you want. So that is the shortcut. If it ends up not being for you, at least you're on the pathway to finding the shortcut that is for you. And that's a very good thing. And if this does resonate, the 30 Days to Profit training sequence, it seems to work pretty good. So there's a good chance that it might. Then, we'll do it. We'll talk more and we'll do it. It'll be awesome. So either way, you're going to win, and that's a beautiful thing. And whether you get into my deal or another deal, I'd love to hear about the success that you have, and I'll still be front center cheering you on. So I will hear from some of you about this real soon. I'm going to give you a quick shot of where I'm at. I picked this exact location, not at the top or the bottom, but somewhere in between, so you can see I'm in the midst of it right now. And so, anyway, before I get to that, TomBerkenmeyer.com. That's my website. Dig around, cherry pick the heck out of it. I know a lot of stuff. I actually started when I had no income, was kind of broke, and I did not know how to manage my time, and I had no free time. So all of those are problems, challenges, and I had other challenges too, but I overcame them. I figured it out. And when I got mentors, I figured it out much more quickly. Oh my God, it's amazing. So dig around and find stuff that makes sense for you. If you get any help or any value out of it, I'd love to hear about it. I've also got 31 ways of raising money now. I bring that up because most people, that's their big problem, money and time, and those two things tie together. So check that out. It's totally free. You can absolutely get results from that. And I'll hear from some of you real soon about the 30 Days to Profit training sequence, and some of you about the results that you got from whatever it is you find on my TomBerkenmeyer.com website. And before we go, I'll show you where I'm at right now. That looks cool because it's in a cloud now. I'm not far away. And the desert is just down there through those trees. Way down there. It's amazing you can be so close to both a tundra and a desert at the same time. Love it out here. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.